Alright everyone, my name is Michael Ferris and I have Aspergers, which is a mild form of autism. A friend of mine approached me to contribute to a group that she started called Autism's Rough Road, and I said okay. And I don't know what to do or anything like that, so I figured I would talk about my experiences with Aspergers and give you a little bit of insight into that. All through my growing up, um, I there was something different about me that I didn't even know what it was, and that frustrated me. It haunted me. Like, you know, and I would ask questions. I would ask everybody, "What's wrong with me? Why am I so different?" Nobody knew what the answer was. So they were just as bit as lost as I was. But the thing is, I got treated differently. Like, I didn't even know there was anything different about me until I started getting picked on for it. And if that weren't enough, um, I had problems with dating and stuff. So I was basically being denied pleasures and that a lot of other people were getting. But that wasn't the only thing. My tension, I couldn't control. Like, I could not stop my tension sometimes. I also get really, really, I also would get really, really bad outbursts. And for the longest time, I didn't know what was wrong with me. Um, or different about me, I should say, to be more precise. Um, well, as it turned out to be a form of autism called Asperger's, which I finally found out about in like 2007. That's right. So from say my middle school years, which is around 91 to 94, all the way until 2007, I was on a search to find out why was I so different from everyone else. And turned out that was it. And I have to say that knowing what it was helped me a lot. I was able to do something about it, to adjust my lifestyle in certain ways, like gluten casein free diet. I learned about that. I and there's just a peace that comes with knowing what's going on. And well, turns out there really wasn't anything wrong with me, but I am different. And that's the mentality that needs to be addressed here, I think, is that there's nothing wrong with people with autism. It's not a disease. It's not. We're just different. We just think differently than other people do. And well, honestly, it's um, it's not easy, but we can make it easier. The problem isn't us. It's the fact that our culture, our society hasn't been adjusted to suit us yet. But we are making strides now. Now that we have awareness of it, we are doing what we can to open life up for people like us, because that's really the key here. The issue is making the adjust as a society, making the adjustments necessary so that people like myself and others won't be denied the pleasures and won't feel like outsiders. You know, that we will be able to experience life and enjoy what it has to offer just like everyone else. And luckily, um, on this issue, we as a culture, once we learn about it, guess what? We've been very accepting, which is great to hear because we haven't always been that way with every issue. Normally, when people are different, whether it's skin color or sexual orientation, or our history has been horrible. But with autism, it seems like we're making the right steps and having the right mentality. Um, what I hope to accomplish with my videos on this site and this organization is to try to help make life easier for people like me and others, or for families who have children who might have autism in some way. Um, because the whole point of the site, and my friend told me a story about how our kid was scared of truck noises at first, and then was with the right proper introduction to it is able to enjoy it now. Um, that symbolizes the idea that we don't have to run away from life. We don't have to run away from social interactions. We don't have to run away from going to the movies or watching fireworks, or in the case of the theme of the site, going trucking. Um, we don't have to run away from these things. We can enjoy them, but we need to be introduced to it a different way because our bodies are different, our minds are different, we're different. But that doesn't mean we should be excluded or left out or feel like outsiders because, well, honestly, you look at what's going on nowadays. Everybody has something anymore. Everybody has something different about them now, you know, and well, honestly, it can lead, I think, to new discoveries. If anyone is familiar with Temple Grandin and what she did for the cattle industry, that should speak for itself. And if you haven't seen the Temple Grandin movie, I should check it out. Um, but that proves that when it takes sometimes it takes somebody who sees the world differently to notice things that everyone else might miss. And I think we can benefit from understanding what autism is, help help to make the adjustments necessary so that people like myself and others don't feel like outsiders anymore. We don't have to be left out. We don't have to be sitting on the bench while everyone else plays the game. Um, we want to date. We want to socialize with friends. We want to go out to events and all that kind of stuff. But most of all, we just don't want to feel like outsiders. Because honestly, most of my life, even to this day, when I go out, I still feel like an outsider. And I know I shouldn't, but I sometimes still do. But we don't have to feel that way. There's nothing wrong with us. We're just different. And once society can, and I don't think it's going to take a lot of effort, it just takes knowledge and understanding, we can make sure that autism is no longer something that people suffer from anymore. It doesn't mean that it won't be a little bit more difficult to do certain things. It just means that um, we can be part of the party. We can be let into the doors. We can enjoy and accomplish things that other people can. We we don't want to be, pointed out, oh, that's the autistic person, or this is the person that has this, or whatever. We don't have anything. We're just different. But we don't want. It doesn't mean that we should, you know, be looked on that way. It's just we just need to make sure that the adjustments in society are necessary are done so that everyone has a chance. Whether it's the gluten casein free diet, so that we can all enjoy things like pizza and chicken, or raising awareness so that women know the difference between autism and insecurity. Because guess what? Just because a guy seems tense because of autism, it doesn't mean that he's insecure. He might be very confident in himself, and you might be pleasantly surprised. Um, and I also like the fact that bullying has now become something to shun on a much greater scale now. I think that's going to help with this issue because they are connected. I know. Um, and I am hopeful. So far, like I said, so far we've been really good about accepting this issue. We just have to make sure that we don't look at it as a disease or a disorder or a disability. It's just a different way of seeing things. You know, and one of the benefits of it is obsession. Obsession, if it's healthy, can lead to a lot of accomplishments. Sometimes you need that because it's that drive that allows you to work hard. That's why people, when you focus on a certain thing, and part of autism is focusing on one particular issue, you either have a greater knowledge about it or you do something about it. I mean, in my case, I started an industrial band in Arcadia and was a DJ for several years, and so well, I'm probably rambling off now, so you probably don't want to hear this anymore. But I will be talking about different issues. I'll be talking about the glucine casein free diet and I will be discussing, and other issues as well. I'll also be dealing in greater detail with relationships like that, and very specifics. But I wanted to keep things general right now because that's sort of an introduction, at least for me. I don't know if my contributions are going to be good enough, but I hope that I living through it will help someone somehow. And I also would like to see the YouTube channel become like an open forum, where instead of one person having the password, everybody has it, can post videos about their experiences and share them. Almost, yeah, basically like a message board, but with videos. I think that would be awesome and set it apart from other things. But it depends on what the people behind this movement want to do. So who knows? I don't even know if I like this video, but I hope I helped out somebody at least. So that's when it comes down to is making. Oh, the purpose of this, in my opinion, is the whole point of this group in this page and this movement is to simply open up the world. Open up the world so that we won't have to run and hide anymore because we shouldn't. We have no reason to. Just because we're different doesn't make us bad or there's something wrong with us. That's not the case at all. And thankfully, on this issue, society has been very, very understanding and supportive and helpful. And I haven't met anybody that went, "You're autistic. You suck. You're an abomination." Nobody does that, and we haven't always been. We haven't always made the right call with issues in the past. So the fact that we're being understanding with this issue is fantastic. And so yeah. And if you're struggling with this, um, it'll be difficult, but we're gonna try to make things easier for you. And believe me, it's gonna help you out a lot. Anyways, this is Mike Ferris, and I hope this helps.